We were looking at different vendors for IT services. We definitely wanted someone that was relatively local to our two-store location. So if we needed someone on site, it wouldn't be a situation where we had to submit a ticket and then wait a few days for someone to arrive. We wanted someone that could be pretty nimble and quick on their feet and get in store, quickly if we needed them to. We also didn't want to use a really giant company that maybe had their workers outsourced in a different state or maybe even different country. We were looking for something that was a relatively smaller operation. And then when we saw that LME was, family owned and run, that just made our hearts warm because we're an independently owned business as well. And we have a huge sense of family here. And so it just felt right once we started learning more about LME and then we met Joe and Leanne.
First starting my business, I tried to run the majority of the technology myself and realized that my time is better spent other places. So I did go to market and look around and shop for some local company. I wanted someone that was in the area if I needed them to come on site for something. And I ultimately chose LME because they're a small family run business. And I know I'd get the personal attention that I would want from that type of service provider. So I chose Leon and Joe.
Working with LME has been so great. A cannabis dispensary is usually a group of pretty eclectic people, mixed, all different mixes. And Joe and Leon have always fit in so well. Whenever they have to come into the store, the staff is always pumped to see them because they know that when they're here, we're going to be taken care of. And whatever we're stressing about, Joe and Leon are going to fix for us. They've been really responsive quickly over email, over text message, pretty much any way, a medium I've found that I could bug LME, I found it. And they've been very responsive when I call them. And usually when I call them, I'm in a panic. So they don't see the best version of Caitlin, but they've always been very gracious and patient and kind with me.
Primarily, we work with Joe. I think Leon gets involved when Joe's maybe not available or out of town or on vacation, but mostly we work with Joe, and it's been great. So responsive, super responsive, extremely helpful, very patient. I think all of us here at the law firm would acknowledge that we're not always the most tech savvy, even in 2025, although we all try to be, we're not always. And so he's very patient with us and he's never condescending or mean or makes fun of us. And like I said, I have a laptop issue and he laughs with me about how many times I've had to get a new one, but he's very nice about it. And it's great, very responsive, super helpful, and very satisfying service.
Working with LME is really simple and easy. It's very streamlined to get in touch with Joe or Leon. I can submit a help ticket